sometimes for compliant testimonials. So, hey, before we get started, I want to make sure everybody understands that this is we're not a pharmaceutical, we're a nutraceutical, a supplement that a lot of people, a lot of friends come together because we're having a great time sharing this product that's really changing people's lives from a wellness standpoint. We don't claim to treat, prevent, cure, mitigate anybody's disease for sure. Everything you hear today is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'd like to, Nicole Burchett, great friend of ours, is in the airport. You can see the background. She's flying out to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Yeah, all my gear, got my Numi gear. I'm in my comfies.
Love it. Love it. So
the CEO and some of the other leaders in the company, and of course, Stephen Scott. Going to be a trip of a lifetime. And I'm just excited that the next trip is going to be half our team. So, right. Awesome. You guys all for jumping on. And I'm excited to hear everybody's stories tonight. It all started because one person started sharing their story. So no matter how big or little it is for you, you never know whose life you're going to change. For me, the second day on the product, my vision became a lot clearer. I started being able to see again, which was huge for me because I'd be driving down the road and it would kind of psych me out that things were blurry. I felt like I was going blind and that I was aging, and I was going to have to accept that. And I no longer do. And I was going to show you guys, I got a little travel size, our little 7-day trials. To keep me company throughout the week. So I won't be without it. And so anyway, I just appreciate everybody taking their time to jump on and share their story tonight and change some lives with us. And Keith, thanks so much. Just in case, I just wanted to open you up just in case somehow I started boarding before the call was over. So
nice. Sounds good. I'm excited. Look, she's going loaded. She's not just going, don't let her fool you. She's going to sign up about 4 or 5 people while she's there.
We are open in Mexico, and I'm bound and determined to find some Mexican leaders.
Absolutely. And you're going to do it too. I know it. I feel it.
You got it. You got it.
Sounds good. Safe flight, girl. See you soon. All right. Cool deal. So, she's right. It just takes sharing your story. Everyone's got a result, whether it's just a little bit of difference and that you notice right away. It could be you may not notice something right away. You may go 2 or 3 weeks with not really experiencing a whole lot, which is very interesting. I've had folks that have given up on a product after 2 or 3 weeks, not really feeling a whole lot. And then I had this one lady who decided that she was going to troubleshoot and do some different things on her own. And since then, her testimony has been wild. Really good friend of mine, y'all. Miss Cindy Shelton, I believe, is with us here tonight. Cindy, you still here?
Hey, how about now? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, loud and clear. Cindy probably didn't think I was going to call on her this soon, but I'm excited to hear her test. Huh?
I did not, but I'm trying to figure out how to turn my camera back on.
Bottom left, maybe? I don't know if you're on a phone or computer.
I'm on iPhone. Let me get down to.
Should be right at the bottom, I think, on iPhone. Picture of a camera. Let me see something.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. LaDonna says bottom left. Cindy. She went incognito now. Cindy's got a really good story, so we'll come back to her. I'm excited that we've got quite a few people here tonight. And is there anybody who has not shared their testimonial that would love to share theirs tonight? Yes, May. I hear. I read your request. I will make you a co-host. And towards the middle, I'm gonna let you share your story, and we'll make you a co-host so you can share your screen. Perfect. LaDonna, Wanderlust Trucker, Are you available to share your story, your testimonial?
Not really. I'm going through the mountains in Arizona.
Or you watch the road.
Irene just chimed in, said that she would share.
Oh, I'd love it.
I'm listening.
I love it. Irene.
Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be able to make it here today. I missed a few of those, and I miss you guys all. Anyway, I'm excited. It's 5 weeks I'm on the product. And like everybody else, I feel amazing. I made a list over here, and the list is growing. Every day I add something else. I have right now 16 items that I noticed that it helped me with. And I can go through the list if you want one by one, or I can mention the major ones. I sleep much better, a lot better than I ever slept in the last few years, I'll tell you that. I don't sweat in the middle of the night. I don't get up in the middle of the night. My clarity is amazing. I feel like my mind is clear. I can focus more. I can stay still, and I'm more calm. Let's put it that way. And my teeth, I just noticed like a few days ago that they're getting whiter, and my gums are growing back. It feels like my gums are starting to have problem with my teeth for years. I've done so many laser procedures and nothing helped. I lost a tooth recently, and now my gums are growing back. So I have a hope that this might help. So the gums are growing back. My discomforts, all of them are gone. I was like, after 50, I was in pain, and I was like, is this what it's going to be from now on? And I'm like discomfort after discomfort after discomfort. And I kept on adding them on my list. Now I feel light, and I feel nothing that bothers me anymore. So let's see, my nighttime vision got better. I don't think my reading vision got as good yet, because I always wear my reading glasses, and I think I'll get it back to what it was with reading glasses. But my skin feels so much better. My pores are closing, and everybody says that I'm glowing. That's a good thing to glow, right? So I'll pay just for that. People spend thousands of dollars to glow. And I bruise less. I have less visible veining on my arms and legs. I mean, they feel like they're like turning backwards, and I'm getting younger every day, and I love it. I love it. I mean, if somebody doesn't try this, I don't know. I mean, I'm sharing it with people, and I call people. I had 2 new members these last 2 days that they have very good potential for these 2 people. I'm like ruling. And no more stuffy nose at night. When I slept before, I felt like somebody was holding a pillow on my face. As soon as I lay down on my pillow, my nose would get stuffy. I don't know what it was. I never found out, and I don't never have to find out what it was, because it's never there now. I can breathe. I lay in bed, and I can actually take deep breaths and feel like the oxygen is getting in my body. And I was like, wow, I haven't breathed like this for years. It feels amazing, that alone. So I hope everybody that is skeptical goes and tries this product. Really, they should. It's nothing to lose. 30 days money back guarantee, right? Nothing
That's
to lose.
Exactly right. Everything to gain and nothing to lose, right? And she's right. Irene's absolutely correct. And I want everybody to realize and understand that we're not treating or curing or preventing anything. What's happening is we have been created and in a fashion where our bodies function at a certain level, an optimal level. And just the mere fact that we live in society, today's world that's loaded with environmental toxins and heavy metals and oxidative stress, because we go to sleep late at night, we get up early in the morning. The stresses of just living, it's just those all beat on us, and it reduces the glutathione levels in our bodies. And so what's happening is, as we're supplementing, our bodies are returning to normal function, which is really cool. And so you get the impression, you get the feeling that you're aging backwards when you're simply just returning to normal function. So you're looking better, you're feeling better. And the result, I tell everybody all the time, when you look better, when you feel better, you're just going to do better. And so that's exciting. Next, I'm going to bring on, let's try Cindy again. Irene, thank you so much for sharing. Cindy, you able to come on? Cindy Shelton.
I'm here.
Yay!
Yay, I got to figure it out.
There she is.
Well, I loved Irene's testimony. Her skin is gorgeous. Wow, that's so awesome to hear. Well, you kind of stole my thunder, Keith, because I was talking to a lady today, and this is not a magic bullet. It's not a magic pill. Our bodies were created, as you said, to function at a certain level, but as we age and with environmental factors, but this glutathione gives us a chance to recoup some of that we've lost through the aging process and kind of level out the playing field again. I mean, how awesome is that? I've just been blown away by the testimonies. And so I was a hard case for, Keith reached out to me to tell me about this product, and I really wasn't interested. I really wasn't interested in a business for sure, but wasn't looking for a product. I had heard of glutathione a little bit, didn't know a lot about it. But he kept kind of just, dripping and talking to me about it. And I'm the ultimate skeptic. Nothing ever seems to help me. If it does, it takes a boatload of it, it seems, or it takes a long time. Mm. And so, but when he told me about his shoulder and how he had damaged his shoulder and how this had just alleviated a lot of that discomfort, and he wasn't up pacing floors at night. My knees are totally shot. So all right, I'm going to give this a try. And so I did. I ordered it and didn't really notice anything the first week or so. Keith kept reaching out and asked me, how I'm feeling, how was it going? And I wasn't feeling anything, but I was determined to give anything I try 90 days, give it 3 months at least, and see how it goes. And what was it? Maybe about week 3 or so, I just started kind of feeling better, but I couldn't quite pinpoint how. I just knew I felt a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Well, then I noticed that the little things here and there started improving. My eyesight was one of those. I'm still not where I want to be, but it has improved greatly. And I had some grinding going on in some of these old creaky joints. And that was the first thing that disappeared, was that grinding noise. It didn't hurt, but it was very annoying. And then I started sleeping better. And for most of us, that's a big deal, because as we age, we just don't sleep as well. And so just little ways, but they really started adding up. And so I ordered my next month's worth as a customer. I'm still signed up as a customer. I wasn't interested in a business at all. I'd been retired from online work for about 3 years. And so I kept telling Keith, nope, nobody. He wasn't pushing me, but I really didn't want to do the business. But then as you start feeling better, and for me, the first time in years, I mean, you just can't help but not shout it from the rooftops. And so when you start sharing with people, of course, they're wanting to know more. And I'm like, well, okay, I didn't want a business, but I'm no dummy. And so I had him switch me to a member, and I just started sharing with everyone. And it has only, my different issues have only improved. Now, again, my knees are shot. The only thing that's really going to help me probably some, radical surgery, which I'm not a candidate for at this time. And I'm not into radical surgeries either. But I am, the discomfort, the agony is just, I started having a good day here and there, which was big for me. And then I noticed I started having more good days than bad days. And so there's just great improvement in that area. And then the longer I'm on it, the more things I'm noticing. I was sleeping through the night rather than getting up several times for bathroom breaks, which is a praise. I'm just so thankful for that. And also my legs, just circulation, and just this, I don't know, kind of a feeling of warmth when I, would stand up on my legs, and just, there was no numbness or tingling, anything like that. I started just feeling warmth and energized. And this was just like incredible. And I'm so thankful for the bodies that God gave us, that He created them to heal, and He created them to be able to rebound and repair. And knowing that, I'm supplementing a basic molecule that is kind of at the foundation for everything our body needs, is just so exciting. And I'm so thankful for this product. I cannot learn enough. I cannot tell enough people. I'm excited about the team growth. I don't know if that's, you know, an area you even really want us to talk about a whole lot, but I'm just so excited. It's not just me. I have some amazing testimonies, my friends. And this is the first thing, just real quick here to end before I get off here. It's just, I've never in any of my online ventures really talked a whole lot to my family or friends about. You just, you know, most people are like, I don't want to hear it, or it's a scam before they even look at it, you know. But this is something, my mom is on it. My husband, who is another skeptic, Keith, you know that story. And my husband works for a high-end supplement company and a very good whole food supplement company. And we get a free allotment of that every month. And so he's like, I'm not going to pay for a product when we get all this, you know, but he kept seeing my improvements and hearing people that I was talking to, they would call with, and he would be with me and they'd be like, I just had the greatest report from my doctor or naturopath or whatever. And he's like, that's it. He says, I not only want to try the product, I wish we could buy stock in it. He's just like, he really loves it now. So he's taking it. And my 83-year-old mother, she's doing well on it. Many of my good friends. And so I'm just so happy to be able to share this with others. And thank you again, Keith, and your leadership. And Nicole, you guys on Dr. Jerry's call last night, that was just so incredibly inspiring. I really enjoyed that. Appreciate both of you and your leadership, LaDonna too, and just thankful to be here. Thanks for inviting me on.
Yes, great testimonial. So I wanted to ask you a quick question before I go on to the next one. When you first started using the Swish, how long would you swish for roughly, would you think?
Well, I did like 30 seconds or at least 30 seconds. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, but it, you know, probably a minute or two. And then you had mentioned, do you want to go ahead and tell the whole story or did you?
Please.
Okay. Yeah. So you had mentioned that you were doing a double dose there for a while initially to kind of maybe help get over the hump or whatever with some of the things you were experiencing. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to do that because I have excess weight and I know, you know, more could not hurt. And I know it, you know, you can't take too much. I mean, I loved, as a side, I loved the testimony that Dr. Crozier shared and Stephen Scott about endurance athletes and being able to take it every hour during their endurance events. I mean, that was just incredible. So anyway, I started double dosing for about a week after I really started feeling some things. And man, I could really start telling the differences. So I know I was onto something. But I also like to read the testimonials in the group and what different people are trying and how it's helping them. And I read where one gentleman was saying he was, you know, swishing longer and some were even swishing 5, 10, even 15 minutes. My mom, she's swishing a half hour. She just loves the stuff. I don't know how she does it, but she's 83 years old and she just loves it. But so I thought, well, if I wonder what it would happen if I went back down to a regular dose and split that up. But swished longer. So I did that. So I took my regular dose, split it in half. So one capsule, swished about 15 minutes. And then the other one I did at night. Well, that was a big mistake for me. I know a lot of you can take it right before bedtime and be fine, but not me. So I did my other capsule in the afternoon and swishing about 15 minutes. And it has just been amazing. It has helped me so much. And so sometimes I do a little bit more. Don't usually do less. So I'm averaging probably a cap and a half a couple times a day is what I do for about 15 minutes now. So, and it's great.
Nice. Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. It's remarkable. And look, that's really what makes me excited. I'm really happy for my testimonial with what you know, I've been able to accomplish by supplementing with the glutathione, how it's helped me get through the discomfort that I had been experiencing for almost a year. You know, after I did my shoulder care in that mattress, and that fires me up. That gets me excited. But what really fires me up is listening to you, you know, listening to Irene, listening to Cole, listening to what it's doing for other people.
Amen.
That really fires me up. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So let's see. I need to make May Chung is going to share her testimonial. Let's see, make hosts, change hosts. All right, May, you got the floor, ma'am. You still here?
Hi, Keith. Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear.
I'm so excited. I'm just getting all these testimonials. It's like Christmas presents. I have one to share with you. I hope this share screen is working. Let's just try this. Let me see.
It should work. You got the.
Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to share the first one. You can see this one, right? So this is my dear friend Verna in Ottawa. And she has been super patient. We ordered on September 1st and she waiting, and there was a mix up with the address. But long story short, she literally didn't get her package until like 4 weeks later. Anyways, when she got her package and she started using it, and I just checking in on her, say, so how are you feeling? Do you notice any difference? And she told me, no, I don't notice any. Well, I felt difference because she felt she has more energy yesterday. She felt the difference on the first day, right? She can feel that it was that she's feeling better, right? Well, when I asked her about her face a week later, I said, do you see any difference? She said, I don't see any difference. I said, well, show me the photo, right? So I did a side-by-side comparison. You guys can be the judge, right? I see the difference. Look at her pores on her forehead. Look at her she has amazing skin. Like, this is someone that has beautiful skin. It was a big challenge to see any difference because she doesn't really have any pigment or anything like that, like my face. But you can see the difference, right? Look at the wrinkle on the left side and the right side, the texture of her skin. And anyway, so she's happy. So I'm happy for her. So just keep using it. And she's excited. She cannot wait to start sharing with more people. And then today, that was like 2 days ago, I think. And then today, my dear friend Dala and told me that, wow, I love this stuff, right? You literally have to go and chase after these people. Like, how come nobody is responding to me, right? I say, hey, how you doing? Like, tell me, share your testimonial. So I did. And Dala got back to me and said, oh my God, May, I love this stuff. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And she said, I'm gonna have to test it for a little while to make sure, whatever. I said, just send me the picture. I wanna see it, right? And when I saw this morning, I said, whoa. I said, can I please share this? Please, please, please. But then she finally shared grace. She was like so graciously said, okay, you can share it. Just don't say my full name. I can mention her first name. I'm so thankful. I said, we really have to share because of compliance purposes. We have a non-medical product. We cannot say any medical names. We can only share our experience, right? And I'm just saying this is the before and after. I don't know what you see. She told me the marks on her face were like pimple scar from over 20 years ago, and you can see the texture of her skin. I think this is like 10 days. And so I'm just excited. I don't know about you. I'm just like, let me see, what did I just press here? Okay, you can see my face, right? I'm just so excited because I don't know, some of you know my story. I actually know about this company as far back as February. And since then, I have over 10, 15 people that I know personally has used the product, just love it. And I wasn't excited about it at all because we all want to look better. But for me, these before and after picture really does nothing to me. Like, seriously. That's why I didn't say yes back in February. But over time, and finally, when Nicole nonstop for 3-4 months, like seriously, every single day, like she's just popping up, I was like, that's a little too much, but it's working. And so she just keeps saying, you gotta, this glutathione and it's good, whatever. And finally, okay, I'm gonna have to look into it. When I look into the science, the breakthrough of our nanotechnology product, I was like blown away. I'm a very, like, I dig into the research, and I said, okay, I gotta try this. Even when I told her, okay, let's do it, I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking, okay, I'm not too excited about the before and after. I'm sure some of my friends would love that. I can, I always love sharing, right? So I can share with a few people and they will benefit. That was what I was thinking. But oh my God, this thing just like a fire light up on its own. Unstoppable. seriously, I have my team in Hong Kong. It's been a month now. They still have not received. A couple of people got their product using for a week, but most of the people are still waiting after like almost 4 weeks. Wow. And my Malaysian team, I've got 2 people in Malaysia, we tracked down 1 order, and they just cannot wait. I mean, you guys are so lucky. What is it? One of my friends just waited 2 days, and we were all like kind of asking her how she's feeling. But what is it, 4 to 6 weeks in Australia? I'm serious, you guys. I'm just so grateful that we have this amazing product. We can get it anytime. And I have people in South Africa, in Belgium, different countries asking for me. And I'm saying we're not shipping them. Macau, China. Yeah, really just use it. Please share your testimonial. We needed it. We needed it. And the business opportunity, I'm telling you, like I've been in network marketing since 1998. Without going in detail, I'm just saying that everybody needs an opportunity to help out with the grocery. Everything is so expensive. I literally don't know how people survive. Like the restaurant, like some as much as like, what is it, 30 to 50% more. I don't know how people survive, but you could. We truly have an amazing product that is well priced, like affordable. Did you even know that? Like I really love the fact that our scientist, our inventor, is one of the shareholder. You know, he is in-house, and we're able to really keep the cost of the product very low so that we can get it, you know, at an affordable price, and you share with, like, it's truly a product everybody need and everybody can use and benefit. That's why I'm so excited. A little bit about my testimonial. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see my neck. I got this wrinkly thing on my neck for, I don't know, at least 10 years. I'm 55 years old, so you do get age. I mean, especially shoulder on your neck, right? And I can't see it. I showed one of my before after picture. I don't know. It's drastically diminished. So I'm happy. I also have this, what's it called? Age spots, giant one. It's the color has like lightened on the 3rd day. And sometimes I didn't even see it. So you actually have to take the before and after picture, and the picture will just tell the truth. My wrist, oh my God, I realized that I've been having this pain around my wrist area for probably over a year, or because I use my phone extensively. And I realized that every time I use my finger, you can feel the movement here. So that my wrist has been like hurting, like just really badly. I have to massage this bone here every single day. I know it because it hurts. But on the 3rd day, the pain was gone. I still feel a little discomfort because I'm still agitating my joint excessively. So I still sometimes feel a little discomfort, but the pain, I don't feel the pain anymore. So this is just, this is another thing that I'm noticing too. There's certain parts of my body that I have very sensitive skin that get like some kind of like rash type of thing. And I'm noticing it's going away. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to just keep using the product and keep sharing. And literally, this product sells itself. You don't even have to sell it. It's about sharing. It's about really, truly sharing. And everybody just say nothing but thank you, May, for sharing. So I'm hoping you guys can do the same. Thank you, Keith, for the opportunity to share.
You bet. Look, it's so super true. It's just a matter of experiencing and then sharing. And it's really that simple, right? I mean, to the point where, last Cindy, she wasn't looking for a quote unquote business opportunity, but she got so excited about feeling better, about functioning closer to normal, that she could not keep her mouth closed. She had to tell others. And as a result, she's reached a level of 2-star in the business. And May, I think she went 3-star in 3 weeks. I mean, she's popping 3 stars in 3 weeks. She's doing something over there, but it's because the way the product works, helping the body return more towards normal function, right? Which is really remarkable. Now, one of Cindy's really good friends, Laura June, is here with us tonight, and she's got a really cool testimonial, and she wants to share. Laura June, are you still with us? Laura June. Oh, you know what? May, make sure you
There she is. She's on.
Okay, cool. May, make sure you return host back to me. Laura June, I see your iPhone.
Here we go.
I see you.
It's a struggle. I struggle to use an easy back office. Yeah, I tell you, I guess Cindy had shared it with my sister, and my sister got on the phone and we were talking. She's like, yeah, Cindy was telling me about this product and I don't know. And I said, well, what is it? What's in it? What's in it? She says, I don't know, something called glutathione. So I got off the phone and I started looking it up, and I called up my sister. I was like, I'm getting this. I found the chart that had all this stuff on. I didn't have anything but just to look up what glutathione did. And once I looked it up, I said, this is what I've been looking for. I need something. I've been really affected by this shedding effects of people. I have 30 piano students. These students have all been affected by it. And I've got their parents are sitting in my small apartment. And generally by Thursday, I feel horrible. Whoops. I don't know what I just did. Okay.
You went on vacation.
I know. I'm working up to that. So in the meantime, my back had gotten really bad and had been very, very weak. And it had gone from bad to worse. And for a year, I had struggled with just excruciating discomfort and agony. And by the time I get done giving lessons, I about couldn't stand it. So I had spent hundreds of dollars going to every massage therapist I could find, every type, and nobody could seem to help that. My bigger problem was that by the time I had decided I was going to get Numi, I couldn't hardly walk. And so I got this Numi in, and I started taking it. And the chiropractor said, does it hurt when you cough or sneeze? And I'm like, oh yeah. She said, oh, you need to strengthen your core, but not now. You're just going to have to go home and you're going to have to take it really, really easy. Well, this runs in my family. I knew what I was looking at, and I knew I was looking at worst, I was looking at surgery. So I got my Numi in and I started taking it. My sister's having all these wonderful effects. And I was like, look here, I still have pain, or I still have, I'm still in agony over here, and this is not working so great. By the fourth day, I was doing amazing. All the tenderness was out of there. My back wasn't weak anymore. And I've been on it. Cindy, how long has it been? Maybe 2. Well, Keith, has it been 2 months? I guess it's been 2 months. Has it been that long? I don't know.
I think about a month and a half. Yeah.
About a month and a half. Yeah. But I've come through now 2 weeks of giving lessons. I start in the morning and I go all the way till 8 o'clock, and I feel amazing. And I'm not dealing with any of that. My back is strong, and it's my lower back that's always been very weak anyways. And it's strong. I had one of those things on the bottom of your foot that hurts when you walk. And that is flat it's flat. So it doesn't catch on my sheets anymore. I mean, just amazing things. And I'm just so grateful. And not only that, I am not suffering from the shedding effects that we've been seeing. And I've been in close contact with some of these people, which is why I got it. And I tell people, look, I don't care if Swanson's was selling this. If they had it at Walmart, I would be telling you about it, because this is something we have to have we are being sickened and poisoned at every turn. And so I'm just so grateful. I will be on this the rest of my life. It's the building block to keep us healthy. And I'm just thankful that God's provided it for us.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. What an amazing testimonial. I'm always so excited to hear those, the way you're experiencing the results you are. And, Jamie, my wife, she had some issues with her lower back as well. And since she's been swishing, I don't hear her complain about it anymore, nor have I mean, I would actually hear her back pop. I haven't heard that at all. And so you're right. It's remarkable. And again, it's helping our bodies function the way that we were designed to function. We're not designed to function hunched over with weak backs or with cracking backs. We're not designed to function with things growing where they're not supposed to be growing. We're not designed to be in discomfort continuously, right? There's a what they call homeostatic environment where everything is just peaceful and calm, and we're operating, we're functioning at optimal performance. And because of these insults that we experience on a daily basis, the environmental toxins, the heavy metals, the oxidative stress, breathing, eating, drinking, walking, not sleeping enough, all that is what's causing the issues that we have, because we're not able to produce at a cellular level this wonderful molecule that God intended for us to produce. And so when we supplement with it, it just changes the whole game. And I'm so excited that you're having a great result.
You know, Keith, another thing too is that after I had my children, I was on antibiotics, and it really wreaked havoc on my stomach. And so I came out of that, but it's never been right. I've been on probiotics from a naturopath for almost 2 years, switching different ones, and it was much better. But my digestive system, I feel like, is back like it was when I was 18, and it really is different. And I've just always struggled. I don't go anywhere where I don't have charcoal and something else for my stomach in my purse. People laugh at me, but you know, I have to have that. And Numi has just leveled out my digestive system. Beautiful. In that short amount of time.
Sweet. Yep. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Laura June. Thank you so much. Somebody, look, needs to hear that testimonial, because they're probably experiencing the exact same thing. And to see the results that she's having, along with all the other folks that have given their testimonial tonight, is just absolutely remarkable. Super, super amazing. Another good friend of mine who's had a remarkable testimonial from the beginning, from day one, basically. And I love to hear his story. We didn't know each other before this business, but as a result of this business, I've gotten to know Hernan Lawless really good, and he's got such a genuine heart, desire to help people, and I'm so excited he's having a great testimonial that he would love to share with everyone tonight. Hernan, you still with us?
Okay, I am here. I am here. Here. Ready to go. So, yeah, so here is, let me show you. I don't know if you can see this. This is my testimonial. It's like, there's a lot there. So I started the 28th of February, and with 2 capfuls, I swished 5 minutes, because Bill Gillespie, but he was able to do swishing. And I've been wearing, I have to wear readers to see my phone. If I don't have my readers on, my phone is blurry. I can't see it. Even doing Zooms like this, if I was to do a Zoom before Numi, I would have to have my readers on, like right now. I'm not wearing them. What happened was I took my first swish for 5 minutes. Halfway through the day, I realized I didn't have my readers with me. And so I looked at my phone, and it was crystal clear. I was like, I was in disbelief, actually in disbelief. Second day, I got the crud, like a lot of people did. And so I got the crud, my legs were really weak and wobbly, and they ache really bad. The second day, I took my swish, I stood up out of my chair, and my legs were not wobbly. Discomfort was gone. And so to test, I went up the staircase because I was having to hold on to the banister to go up the staircase. And I flew right up, left, right, right up the staircase. I'm 68 years old. And so I was really starting to feel the aging process taking over. And then I got the crud and it just like amplified everything. It was terrible. I actually felt like I was dying. That's my energy was so bad. My attitude was bad. It was crazy the way I was feeling. But one of the things that happened to me was I had a dizziness problem, like laying down in bed at night, the room would spin. And, or if I just bent over to tie my shoe, I would want to, fall over. So that stopped. Like it's just gone after the first week. Also in the first week, I would normally have to ask my wife, Robin, if she could turn up the TV like 5 times. I say, Robin, can you turn up the TV? I can't hear it. Can you turn it up more? Can you turn it up a little bit more? How about a little bit more? Finally, she would just throw the remote at me and say, here, you turn it up. And I would just crank that sucker up, right? And I'm sitting there after a week swishing. I'm watching the TV with her and I'm thinking, wow, I can really hear this thing. The voices were crisp and clean, crystal clear. And I thought, there's no way. So I asked her, I said, did you turn up the TV? And she said, no, you never asked me to. And I thought, man, this is unbelievable, unbelievable. Let's see what else has happened. So my back discomfort that I've had forever from riding motorcycles when I was a kid and crashing a lot, it's gone. My energy has improved. My attitude's improved. In the first week, I caught myself smiling while I was driving down the road, just driving down the freeway, just smiling. No radio, nobody in the car with me, nothing. And I stopped and I caught myself smiling and I thought, are you smiling right now? Why are you smiling? I mean, it's crazy. And having conversations with friends on the phone, cutting a rug, laughing. I haven't done that in years. My attitude is completely different. I feel so much happier than I felt before. I mean, I was really in the dumps before, and now I'm like super energetic, super happy. I have my mental alertness has gone up, like in a scale of from 1 to 10, it's like at a 9. And before I was having trouble with the fog, the dreaded fog, that's all gone. It's been amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Now, yesterday I swished 5 times. I was on fire yesterday, swishing 5 times. But later on in the evening, like normally I can stay up. I'll stay up till 11 o'clock or midnight. And last night at 9 o'clock, I could barely keep my eyes open. And I'm sure 100% I was detoxing, 100%. Yeah. But it's changed my life. It's just absolutely amazing. And let me share something with you, not to get into the other portion of this, not to get into the business or anything, but I'll just kind of give you an idea of how this all happened. So Numi's company started, and then the company signed up Alex Monterosa. And then Alex Monterosa shared the product with Michael Firth. And then Michael Firth shared the product with Karen Justice. Then Karen Justice shared the product with a doctor friend of hers. Then the doctor friend shared the product with Dr. Jerry. And then Dr. Jerry shared the product with Dr. Jerry shared the product with Mike Richter. Then Mike Richter shared it with Bobby Donaldson. Then Bobby Donaldson shared it with me. And then I shared it with Sherman. and then I shared it with Charlie, and then Sherman shared it with Kathleen, put Kathleen under Charlie, and then Beth, and then Missy, and then you, Keith. And then Keith enrolled Nicole, and look what happened.
Yep.
It's crazy. So, you just never know. You just share away. You just never know what's going to happen, guys.
Absolutely correct. Thank you so much for sharing that, Hernan. I love you. The many multitude, the fact that you got a whole notebook. Made the same thing. She got them so written down. I know a lot of people beginning to make that little notebook. I can truthfully share probably about 4 or 5 things that I feel that are really a great change since I've been swishing. My body's functioning a whole lot better, a whole lot normal. Before I actually give my testimony, though, I want to bring another friend of ours that I did not know existed, unfortunately, prior to this business. And I know that's a really cool thing is before Numi or after Numi, I'm getting to meet so many super wonderful, heart-filled, caring people, which is that's right up my alley, especially tied into the wellness industry. So it's really exciting to me to be partnered with each and every one of y'all that's here on this call tonight. Tammy Montgomery, I didn't know her before Numi, but I know her now. I know her heart. And because of her testimonial and how this has transformed her life, she's been making a huge impact in a lot of other people's lives. So Tammy, you still with us?
I am. How are you, Keith?
Hey, doing good.
Wow, this is, I love this night. It's actually one of my favorite nights of the week. I just wanted to jump on here and thank you again. And of course, Terry and Nicole for always doing these amazing Zooms. That's really sweet. Nicole, it's going to be fun for you to be in Mexico. It's just really a surreal experience because I'm similar to a lot of people on here. I didn't think I was going to share this product. I thought, well, I'm going to take it. I'll see what I feel like. And this year has been one heck of a year for me. I'll back up a little bit. In January, I was like Hernan and got the crud in December, and a lot of people got the crud. And I thought, well, what the heck's going on with my body? So I had some real issues. I kept going to doctor after doctor after doctor, and that alone is very frustrating. When doctors can't figure out what's wrong with you, and you have to work, I work online. I've been doing this internet marketing / network marketing for 10 years now, 11 years. And so, this is what I do. So I wasn't able to get on Zooms. I wasn't able to talk or speak and I was really concerned about that. You know what I mean? It's your living, right? So, man, I would go to specialists and they couldn't figure out what was going on. So anyway, I can't say what I had because of the compliance on the Zoom, but if you guys ever want to know, I can tell you guys privately. But I had to have a surgery. And it was actually right through here. Okay. I had to have a surgery done, and that was in June. And in June, I thought I was similar to Hernan. Wow, man, I can just, I'm feeling a little bit better, but I really hope there's something out there that can help me. So a friend of mine in March actually had told me, Tammy, you should go and get one of those IVs, and it has glutathione in it. I said, what the heck is glutathione at the time? And one of my my endo doctors had told me that, yes, you should go get a saline and go through all this stuff. So I was doing that. I was doing that almost all year. I was every single month trying to get into the IV and, with my schedule and stuff. And every time it's $200 to $500. And I dragged my husband along, and he would come in, and, I'm just like, seriously, I'm like, just one more time, Bob, So we'd go in there, and the last time he's just like, no way, I'm not going to get that needle jammed in my hand again. So a week later, I happened to see a post on my Facebook, my good friend, Terry. I tell her now she's my BFF because, friends forever, everybody on here, I'm your friend forever because I can't be without this product now. I absolutely couldn't believe the changes right away. A lot of the mental clarity, it came right back. I'm able to come on these Zooms with you guys. I'm not sleeping at this time of night. I mean, I was literally dragging, you know what I mean? So I'm able to, I feel the strength coming back. I've been on this since August 14th is when I joined, when I first ordered was August. And then, I mean, you guys can probably even see some of the, you know, I mean, I was like really seriously dragging, you know what I mean? And then the sleep, I'm going to be like Hernan. I'm going to have this long list. I almost feel like taking this paper towel and writing it down, you know, because, because my list is getting long now. So we're in October, you know, and we just had my son's birthday party, and my daughter is just like, Mom, what in the heck are you doing? So now I'm just like, Cindy, you know, you want to tell your loved ones, you want to tell your spouse, your kids, your friends, and everybody about it. One of my best friends from New York, she's just like, well, you told me you weren't feeling so good. And I said, I'm feeling great now because I'm on glutathione. She's like, what is that? So, I mean, it's just a natural thing to be able to share. And I have so many people now thanking me. And I'm just like, I cry sometimes because I don't know if Gail's on here, but I mean, just everybody, and Jay, and, you know, they're giving me just so many stories that it just makes my heart sing, you know? So that's what drives me, is to hear people's story and to share that hope that, you know what, there's something out there that can help, because I was looking for it. I think I had maybe, well, the sleep is amazing. I can't even believe the sleep that we're getting now, that I'm getting, and my husband and my son. I mean, we're like waking up. I'm waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't do that. You know what I mean? So like this, and I was like, no sleep for 180 days because I had, you know, you got something in your chest, right? And when I can't say the organ, but it would flutter all night long for 180 days this year. Well, done. It's gone. I can't tell you guys how grateful I am for that. And there was some Zooms that I couldn't share that without getting choked up. And you remember that, Keith, you know, and in September, I couldn't even hardly get through talking about that. But now as I share my story, and you guys will probably feel that same way, once you kind of get through that and you can get through that story, you're going to be sharing a lot more, and your business is going to grow. And it's just going to be natural. You never give up. That's right. You never give up. You always want to share your story because you never know who you're going to touch. So thank you again, Keith, for helping me and helping this amazing crew, and Valerie, she's loving it. And I'm just so grateful to be here and along the ride with you guys. So thank you so much for letting me talk tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Tammy. Absolutely. It's always, I love hearing all the testimonials, how people's lives are transforming, and yours is right up there with everyone else. Is, you know, there's no testimonial that really surprises me anymore. I see so many having such wonderful results, and it's exciting. It really is exciting. Mm-hmm. You see, I really knew about glutathione. I had a very good working knowledge of the molecules. About 20 years ago, I did a lot of research on the human immune system. My mom had gotten sick, and so I wanted to know why a same group of people, or people with similar lifestyles, some of them would get sick to the point where there was no way they were going to survive, and other ones still seemed like they were thriving, but they still all had the similar lifestyles. What was the difference? And my result always led me to the human immune system and back to this molecule, glutathione. I learned that it's very important. It played a big role in a lot of processes within our body. And I learned that it was a direct result, our levels being low, of a whole lot of different insults that people experience in life. And so I went in to find out what's the best way to use this particular, or supplement with it. And I learned early on that oral supplementation, pills and powders, really didn't work a whole lot. It's a tripeptide, for those who aren't sure. The molecule it's made up of 3 amino acids, L-cysteine, glycine, and glutamate. The cysteine has got this really sticky part of the molecule that actually sticks to the heavy metals and the toxins within our cells and helps detox it. That's the detoxifying agent. But it's that part that gets destroyed in the gut by the hydrochloric acid. So it makes it practically useless, right? I learned about intravenous, the IV glutathione. Back then, that really was a superior delivery method. people would go in, they get these IV glutathiones, and what would wind up happening is $150, $200 later, their pockets felt a little bit lighter. They might have felt better, but their pockets felt a little bit lighter too. Now, the glutathione has what they call a half-life. Well, all supplements have a half-life, but glutathione's is 90 minutes. And so it doesn't take long after supplementing with that where the effectiveness of it tends to wean down to almost no additional benefit. And so really about 2 or 3 days after an IV supplementation session, you should just go back and do it again because you're no longer getting any additional benefit from it. So who in the world can afford to do an IV session of $150, $200 each every 3 or 4 days? It's out of reach for most people. So that was always in the back of my mind. And time goes on, and we're sitting here. Last year I injured my shoulder. I was walking up 2 flights of stairs carrying this big old bulky Wayfair mattress in a box. They kind of compress them, big old queen size mattress. They suck all the air out and compress them into these little boxes. Makes you look like you can carry them with no problem. But I threw that thing up on my shoulder. I go up 2 flights of stairs. I turned one way, the weight shifted, it went the other, and I felt everything rip in my neck all the way through my shoulder. And for days, the pain radiated, or the discomfort radiated so heavily into my arm, I couldn't sleep at night. It would wake me up at 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd be pacing back and forth in our condo in Cocoa Beach, Florida. I went and see a chiropractor. I went and see a physical therapist. They gave me all these creams and lotions. Jamie would rub them in every night before I'd go to bed. I'd go to sleep. I could get to sleep, but 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, the discomfort was so great, it'd wake me up out of my sleep. I tell people on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I barely felt any discomfort at all, 10 being it was so strong that I wanted to cut my arm off. It was about a 12. And I dealt with that for weeks, for months. And I eventually, just so I can go to sleep, I would take something just so I can go to sleep. Well, the day before Easter, our friend sends us this little, well, sends Jamie a video. She knew Jamie was into skincare ever since she was 16. So she sends her this video about this new one-step spray skincare that's changing people's lives. The before and afters were absolutely remarkable, right? But I was listening to the audio recording, and they said 3 words that got my attention, made me sit up and lean forward in my chair. They said nano, they said sublingual, and they said glutathione. I'm like, gluta what? And I knew. I was instantly transported back 20 years ago when I did all my research. So I was after Jamie while she was watching that video. How can I order it? How can I order it? Jamie's like freaking out. She don't know. She didn't know what I knew. And so before the video was over, I got my wallet, we got my debit card, I ordered it. 3 days later, it comes in. We were, you know how when you want something to show up so bad, it seems like it takes forever. It was only 3 days, but it seemed like 3 weeks. It comes in, we're like kids at Christmas. I cut the box open, get the bottles out, pop the cap. I'm swishing 2 teaspoons. She's swishing 2 teaspoons. And but 3 hours later, we're going to go to dinner. She goes out to the car. I go get another one because I'm like the overachiever type person. I hit another teaspoon because I'm still dealing with all that discomfort in my arm. I'm still waking up in the morning with the discomfort shooting through my shoulder and into my right arm. And it would take a while for me to get things loose. So I can go on. I did another shot that night at 9 o'clock. This is Wednesday night. Thursday, Wednesday was the first time I'd actually slept a full night without tossing and turning. I got a full night's rest, and I woke up and I felt good. I wasn't completely free of all discomfort, but I felt good. You know that feeling when you feel better. You go through life with all this discomfort, not feeling right, and you feel better. I did the same thing on Thursday. I did 2 teaspoons. A little bit later, 3 hours later, I did another teaspoon. A little later, I did a 4th one. I was double shotting this stuff. I slept all night long, solid as a rock like a baby for the first time. I wake up Friday morning, completely discomfort-free. Talk about sold on the product. I already knew what glutathione could do. But the way they nano-sized it, wrapped it in these pristine water molecules, not these fats and lipids like you see all over the other places in the market, Last thing our bodies need is more fats, right? Our cells don't absorb fats like they do with these hydrostat nanoglutathione. Flight taking off. Nicole, safe travels. Godspeed. We'll see you soon, girl. So when I learned about the process, I got even more excited because I knew once it gets into your cell, you see the nanoparticles are so small, they're less than 10 nanometers in size. When you wrap that in medical grade water, I'm talking water that's purer than 40 times purer than medical grade, 40 times purer. You wrap these nanoparticles in these micro clusters of ultra pure water, you swish it in your mouth. Within 30 to 40 seconds, it penetrates sublingually through the mucosa of your cheeks and gums. It's right into your bloodstream. Within 70 seconds, we're permeating all the cells of the body. Intact. That's the difference. Because of the size of the particles, we are introducing the intact molecule of glutathione inside the cells. Anything larger than that has to get, the blood breaks it down into the 3 tripeptides. And then once it gets into the cell reconstructs it into the full molecule. But we deliver intact glutathione because of the particle size and because it's wrapped in that hydrostat technology. It's absolutely remarkable. Remarkable. Nanotechnology is simply the term for the size of the particles, nanoparticles. I think it's 10 to the negative 9th power is what a nano size particle is. Okay, that's all its term is, and it's absolutely remarkable the way it works. So since then, I've noticed that, you see, I work from my computer. I work on my digital data device, this thing right here, and I work for a company that manages almost 80 short-term vacation rental properties on the space coast of Florida, Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, you know where SpaceX is at, NASA, Kennedy Space Center, largest cruise terminal one of the largest ones in the United States. We had over almost 80 vacation rentals there. And I do it remotely from here in South Louisiana. So I'm constantly on my laptop, working reports for homeowners, talking to guests, running 2 housekeeping teams, maintenance team, and it can wear on your eyes. If you've ever worked for any long-term period of time on these types of devices, the EMF, the electromagnetic frequencies, begin to wear on your eyes and make them tired. That's the oxidative stress occurring because of the EMFs. And so I just get up and I go swish again. And my eyes are better. They're not tired anymore. And so as a result, I can see long distances. I can work, right? And you'll notice that too. If your eyes start getting tired, just go swish again. It's like what the endurance athletes do. They'll swish before the event. They'll swish every hour during the event, and they'll swish after. And they say that's why they're able to excel and create and finish their event in first place, in top position, because their endurance is a whole lot better. I used to get up from my chair working for about 3 or 4 hours, and it was slow. I used to be 18, but not anymore. I'm 59, about 40 years older than that, right? And so as a result, when you sit down for a long period of time, things just don't start working as quick as they used to. So I've noticed since I've been raising my glutathione levels, right, through this hydrostat nano product, NutraSwish, I get right up out the chair and go. There's no more slow rolling this dog. I just get up and go. And as a result of the injury to my shoulder, I was not able to exercise. I used to do 3 or 4 sets of 25 push-ups every morning and every afternoon. I used to get there. But once this thing happened, I mean, you try doing a push-up with an injured shoulder. It just don't work that well. And so I've been able to get down and do push-ups again, which is exciting to me, right? Just a lot of great positive things. And Hernan talked about just attitude, driving down the road singing, just feeling good. And like I said, you look at the before and afters, I'm telling you, every single person that looks at themselves in a before and an after, when they see the major positive difference of the after, they're feeling better. And because they're feeling better, they're doing better. You see, I got so passionate about this world of wellness and health and the home-based entrepreneur world. I got so passionate about it that I got my heart broken pretty early. I learned so much in the early 2000s that I knew things to do to help people feel better. I knew things to do to help their bodies function better. And people that I loved and cared about most, my family, wouldn't listen. And so that kind of messes with you for a while. Cindy talked about it earlier, you know, about not going to talk to your family and friends or your family and all, because they just don't, because you don't have those special initials at the beginning of your name. You ain't important when it comes to all that stuff, right? Well, so I got kind of disenchanted with the industry, and I kind of put it on the side. I stopped trying to worry about how I can make an impact on other people's lives because it hurt too much here. Until one day I read a story, and I really hope this story impacts a lot of people. If you haven't heard me share this story before, I hope this story resonates with you. I was reading a story one day about this little boy who was walking along the beach, and the starfish were everywhere. They had washed up onto the shore. And the little boy reached down, he'd pick up a starfish and throw it in the ocean. He'd reach down, pick another one up and throw it in the ocean. He did that for probably a few yards, right? And this old guy coming the other way says, "Son, what are you doing? The beach there's literally thousands of starfish here. There's no way you can make a difference. What are you doing?" He reaches down, he picks one more up and throws it in the ocean. He says, "Well, to that one, I just made a huge difference." When I read that story, my entire paradigm changed on how I looked at this industry. Because you see, if I can help at least one person, that's what makes the difference. And so as a result, I wasn't looking for anything when hydrostatin and glutathione came to me. I wasn't actively out searching for. I tried everything. I'd kind of given up that I was going to deal with this for the rest of my life. I wasn't searching, but God had different plans. How they say, if you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. He'll have a good laugh about that one. I wasn't looking for a business either, that's for sure, because I'm gonna tell you, managing these vacation rentals in Cocoa Beach, Florida, it's no joke. It's a 24-hour job, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So I wasn't really looking for anything. But once I had the result I did, and I shared it with a few people, Nicole Burchett, first one, seeing the results she had almost immediately, that combination, I knew that we were onto something. And like many of the people said tonight, the price point was perfect at $50, a bottle. We had seen supplements over the long haul that if you wanted a month's supply of something, it's going to run you about $125, $150. And then from a skincare standpoint, I know that if I had 50% of what we've spent on skincare over the last 40 years of our existence as a couple, me and Jamie, if this is all we paid for it, was what we got for this Numi skin, man, we'd be building castles because we put some money out there. I promise you, we put cash because look, there's no price too expensive for my bride, and whatever she wants and desires, I do whatever I can to provide it. And if she wants skincare, by golly, I'm going to buy it for her. So we got excited and we shared it with a few people. And look, I was reading the stories here about some people, how, hey, there's hope for me. I feel I can get my 3. Let me just tell you, whether it's today, whether it's next week, or whether it's next month, you're going to get your 3. There's 3 people out there that need to hear your story. What if it took 3 months for you to find 3 people that want to feel better? What if it took that? And what if it took each of those 3 people an additional 3 months to find 3 people that wanted to feel better? And what if it took those 9 folks 3 additional months to find 3 people that wanted to feel better? So it took you 9 months. And through that time period, you're swishing, you're spritzing, you're feeling better, you're doing better. And at the end of that 9 months, now you've created a $1,773 per month residual income through the power of 3 bonus structure. Let me tell you what that's like having $1,773 times 12 months out the year, right? And what's the average rate of return of a really good investment in an investment portfolio? Would you say 5% is a really good rate of return? Or is that pretty conservative? I'd say 5% is pretty conservative. So we're going to divide that by 5%. What you've done is you've created yourself almost a $500,000 asset that is now returning $1,773 per month. But you didn't do it in a week, but you did do it in 9 months. I'm just saying, what if? That's the power of duplication. That's the power of sharing a product that's changing people's lives. And that's what Numi has for us. And that's exciting. People work 40 years for a pension of $1,700 a month. My dad passed away this year, just a couple of months ago. He was 84 years old, worked all his life, and his monthly check from Social Security was $1,798 a month. So can you imagine? We have a wonderful opportunity, a fabulous opportunity that Stephen Scott has brought to all of us. He could have taken this product and done it traditionally the way he's been bringing breakthroughs to the marketplace through infomercials. He could have hired some celebrity endorsement people like Chuck Norris and Christy Brinkley to come in, hair care with Cher, whatever you want to call it. He could have hired those folks. He could have paid the television stations the millions and billions of money that this product would have brought in through that marketing medium. But instead, God put something different on his heart. And as a result, they're bringing it to the people through a method of word of mouth advertising, which allows each and every one of us the opportunity to not only purchase the product, not only use it for ourselves, for our own wellness and our own benefit, but now there's people out there hurting financially. The bills at the checkout line are a lot higher. Utility bills are 100% higher in some areas of the country, of the world. People are paying double for utilities. The gas pumps are definitely way higher. It's nuts. People need a way somehow to repair what's been broken in their lives financially also. So we have this wonderful opportunity to not just help them feel better physically, but help them do better financially. So I'm excited. Thank y'all for sticking around. We didn't lose a whole lot of people. I think we only lost about 5 people after hours. So thanks for enduring. I hope I was able to make a difference. I hope together, every single person that shared their testimonial tonight, I really hope that they have been able to make a difference in your life so that you can see that it's not just a me event. It's a we event. And we together as a community are making a serious difference in people's lives. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next few months. So if you're watching this, if somebody recorded and shared it, I did record most or all of it. If this winds up making its way somewhere, if you're new tonight, just kind of watching in, just leaning in with your ear and just kind of checking things out, get back with the person. Yes.
I just want to say you're amazing. Nicole's amazing. The testimonials tonight were amazing. Sorry I couldn't share mine. I just, as you see, I'm fueling. But I just wanted to say this was an incredible call. We love y'all's leadership. Everything about Numi it literally is full circle for a lot of us. And you know that in our history. But I couldn't imagine not being with part of this. And it's changed my life. It's changed, I mean, you heard it tonight. These testimonials is what's driving us in our passion for changing people's lives and what God, I mean, it's a part of our DNA. So, and for Stephen Scott, I'm getting tongue-tied, brought to us to bring back what we have lost in our 20s is huge. And it's changing so many lives. I know I keep repeating myself, but you know what I'm trying to say. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everyone that shared, and let's keep sharing and changing everyone's lives. We love y'all.
Thanks, LaDon. We love you too. Thank you so much for jumping in.
Bye.
So if you're watching for the first, or you're just kind of leaning in, get back with the person who invited you. Get your questions answered, but most importantly, get this product in your body, because your life, it's about to change. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Good night.